Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with us a video which I made to show how Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, is using religion and ethnicity as a strategy to win the 2023 presidential election. This that I'm going to share with you, I will show you with verifiable evidence how Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using religion and ethnicity as a vehicle to win 2023 presidential election. And you see, it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is using this strategy that I'm going to share with you, which you can verify. But himself and his henchmen are giving the impression that it is Peter Obi of the Labour Party that is trying to bring religion and ethnicity into this campaign. And in fact, his staff, those who work for him one way or the other, are trying desperately to even link Peter Obi with the indigenous people of Biafra and also tying the support for Peter Obi in the southeast to ethnicity, which is far from the truth. And that is what I want to share here, because it is wrong to tie the support Peter Obi is enjoying in the southeast to ethnicity, because southeast in 1999 voted for a Yoruba person, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Southeast in 2007 voted for Yaradua, a Fulani, in 2007. Southeast in 2011 voted overwhelmingly for Goodluck Jonathan, and a job from South Nigeria. Southeast in 2015 voted overwhelmingly for Goodluck Jonathan and a job from Niger Delta. Southeast in 2015, in 2019, voted overwhelmingly for Atiku, who is a Fulani, in 2019. Now in 2023, when somebody from Southeast, Peter Obi, who they believe is qualified and eminently to be the next president of Nigeria, people are trying to tie Southeast as a zone that vote as a result of ethnicity. That would be wrong. That has to be contested against, and that is part of the reason I'm making this video, because I have told you from 1999 up to date, Southeast have been voting overwhelmingly for people who are not from Southeast. Okay, so there is no evidence whatsoever to link Southeast support for Peter Obi to ethnicity, because don't forget, even Ikemba Odumegwu of the All Progressive Congress, he contested for president of Nigeria in 2003. He still lost in the southeast to PDP, which the people of southeast voted overwhelmingly for Obasanjo. That is to show you that the southeast do not vote according to ethnicity. They vote according to the capacity of the person to deliver. If the person is from their area, he doesn't have the capacity, they will not vote for him. That is a fact. And so that is one of the reasons I'm doing this video. And now, getting to the main gist why we are here, or why I made this video. If you look at Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his emergence as the presidential candidate of APC, there are several reasons why he is using ethnicity and religion as a vehicle for him to emerge the next president of Nigeria. He also used it effectively in becoming the presidential candidate of APC. So that's what I'm going to share with you. And in this video I'm sharing with you, there will be several links under it. I will put there will be several links so that when I tell you anything, you go and verify it to find out what I'm telling you the truth. So take your time after watching this video. You go under it. I will take my own time and put all the links to all the sources that I have cited in this video. Thank you very much. Now, I did say at the beginning of this video that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu applies religion and ethnicity as vehicle for him to have mileage over his competitors. And he is hoping to use it again to become the president of Nigeria, if Nigerians are to vote according to what Tinubu wants. So let us first of all look at Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu using religion to get the presidential ticket of the All Progressive Congress. Now, we all know, especially those who follow political trends in Nigeria, that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo was the person that most people tipped to pick the presidential candidate of APC. He was in a pole position to pick it because in other climes, he would have even been given the right of first refusal. But there were gang-ups against him. Some of these gang-ups were religiously inspired, and there are allegations that Tinubu and his men were involved in development of these strategies, which was used effectively against Yemi Osinbajo. If you recall, there were many people, even in northern Nigeria, who believe that Yemi Osinbajo is the man to pick the APC ticket. Not only that he has worked effectively with Buhari, he has also shown loyalty to Buhari. He has also shown that he has a nationwide support. But what worked against him was the strategy that the Tinubu camp employed. First of all, they deployed religion to show that Yemi Osinbajo, the vice president, and the man that many thought will get the ticket, that he's a religious bigot, that he's a Christian fundamentalist, that he doesn't like Muslims, that even as a lawyer in his chambers, he doesn't employ Muslims. If you are somebody who follows political events in Nigeria, you must have heard about this. It shouldn't be new to you. Okay? Now, Yemi Osinbajo had to do a serious pushback. And he even went to the level of releasing a video of Muslims who are working in his office, because they actually also accuse him of not having Muslims in his office as vice president. So Yemi Osinbajo have to release video to show that he has Muslims who are working in his office. I'll put the link below. That link was from a story by the Cable newspaper. So you will see it at the bottom of this video. So Osinbajo was kind of doing pushback to show that he doesn't hate Muslims. But these people were unrelenting. They keep on releasing materials which are in the media to show that Osinbajo is a Christian fundamentalist. In fact, they were even reducing him to the micro level of saying that he's only appointing people who attend the Redeemed Christian Church of Nigeria. That was how far they went. So Osinbajo has to push back to release those videos. He had to make desperate efforts to try to convince them the northern Muslims that he doesn't have anything against Muslims in Nigeria. But the damage was done by that. Again, look at after they have finished doing that damage, questioning his acceptability among the Muslims in northern Nigeria. The next thing they did was to move ahead to give the impression that Tinubu is the person that northern Muslims should support. In fact, that was the strategy of Tinubu, to portray himself as the Muslim from southern Nigeria that they could trust to get the ticket. And he has to make them the offer that they would have gotten if Asiwaju had gotten the presidential ticket. You know, if Asiwaju had gotten the presidential ticket of the APC, there would have been no issue about him appointing a Muslim from the north as his running mate. So for Tinubu to ensure that they don't have to lose anything, also promised to give the northern Muslims the vice presidential ticket. That is why from the outset, Tinubu made it clear to the northern political apparatus that he is going to run a Muslim ticket. Initially, many people thought that it was a rumor. Those who follow me on Facebook know that I was one of the first Nigerians who first revealed that Tinubu is going to run a Muslim ticket if he gets the ticket of APC. It's on record. I can also put that link for you. So Tinubu was very tactical in using religion and ethnicity. Now we're still dealing on religion. Now, having agreed that he will give the Muslim North the vice presidential ticket, people like former Secretary to the Federal Government, Bashir Lawal, thought that Tinubu was joking until it became clear that when he announced the fact that Shetima from Borno State, northern Nigeria, is going to be his running mate, you can see the reaction of Bashir Lawal. And he can tell you that he also revealed that right ab initio, there was this push that Tinubu should make a Muslim his vice presidential ticket. But Bashir Lawal and people like him, northern Christian, they thought that it's a joke, that Tinubu is not going to follow that. But they didn't know that that was right in the strategy of Tinubu to get the presidential ticket of APC. Having gotten the presidential ticket of APC, what did he do? Tinubu went ahead to fulfill his promise of running a Muslim ticket, which he also believed will guarantee his victory in the 2023 presidential election. He went ahead and appointed a northern vice presidential candidate. So he fulfilled the agreement, or whatever you can call it, that he made to the Muslim political leaders in the north that is going to run a Muslim ticket. That was how Asiwaju was abandoned, and he came a distant third in the APC primary. That is Tinubu using religion. Again, even before the APC primary, Tinubu attended Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs program. This Islamic Council for Sharia, Supreme Council for Islamic, Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, did a program in Osogbo, the capital of Osun State. In that program, it was a pre-Ramadan program. Tinubu attended that program. In his speech at that program, Tinubu told them that there is a need for Muslims and Muslim organizations to have political departments that will work to ensure the emergence of president of Nigeria, for the emergence of Muslim president in 2023. And of course, Tinubu is aware that the next president of Nigeria coming from APC is going to be from the south. So he told them that they should ensure that the next president of Nigeria in 2023 is a Muslim. You will see the link. Several papers carried it. This day carried it. Guardian carried it. I'll put some of the links so that you see it. Where it is very clear that they should ensure the emergence of a Muslim as the president of Nigeria in 2023. If that is not evidence of somebody who is using religion to get mileage over his opponents, I don't know what else is. Now, he didn't only, that matter didn't only stop there. His relation, who is the governor of Osun State, Boyega, who is the governor of the state, who is also believed to be a relation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in that same occasion, as carried by the Guardian, he said that he is the only Muslim governor in southern Nigeria. So that message, the two messaging from these two people, was evidence of using religion to canvass their position, to have mileage over their opponents. Okay? Now, having seen some of the evidence of religion which Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu used to have mileage over his opponent, and which is what has brought religion and ethnicity at the center of this coming 2023 presidential election. Before I go to the ethnicity that Tinubu brought into the race, let me first of all plead with you that if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, let us examine how Tinubu brought ethnicity into the campaign. Now, despite his emergence as presidential candidate of APC, there are many people who were not happy with Tinubu. There were many people who were not happy with the fact that he's running the Muslim ticket. This Muslim ticket affected his acceptability in many parts of Nigeria. This has also reduced even his support in Southwest. This has also, even before now, there are many people in Southwest that never like the brand of politics that Tinubu is playing. They never like the fact that Tinubu is the de facto governor of Lagos State since 1999. They never like the fact that the way he runs his organization. Even though many of them are Yorubas, they never like the way Tinubu runs Lagos. So they are not ready to support him because they felt that he can only replicate the kind of stranglehold he had over Lagos on Nigeria. So many Yorubas are not buying into it. Now, what did they do? They moved to the next level of ethnicity. Okay? Now, what did they do? They moved to the next level of ethnicity. And before I go to that, there's something I forgot, which I ought to have shared to you about, because I ought to have started from this Tinubu using this ethnicity to get the mileage over other people or other candidates, even in Yoruba land. Let me give you an example. Uh, Tinubu, in his campaign as an aspirant, if you remember, he went to Ondo State, or it's Ogun State, sorry, the home state of Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, to talk to the APC stakeholders on the need for him to be elected the presidential candidate of APC. And in that event, it was in that event that he insisted that the next president of Nigeria should be a Yoruba. Okay, uh, the popular phrase now that is trending, uh, Omilekon or something like that. It is my turn. If you watch that video very carefully, and from what was reported in the media, uh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu first said that it is the turn of the Yoruba to produce president after Buhari. And when it comes to among the Yorubas, that he Tinubu is the most qualified, that it is my turn. Many people, many newspapers in Nigeria carried it as it is my turn. Only Punch newspaper actually captured the essence of what Tinubu was saying. Tinubu said, it is the turn of the Yoruba, it is my turn. So if you see the caption, the cover of Punch, it says presidency, it is the turn of the Yoruba, it is my turn. Uh, Tinubu. I will put the link of that Punch newspaper under this video so that you'll be able to go and verify it that Tinubu said it is the turn of the Yorubas. Now, that is another undisputable evidence that Tinubu used ethnicity as a vehicle to emerge the presidential candidate of APC. And he is still using it even after he had emerged the presidential candidate of APC. Okay, now let me get back to what he's doing after he emerged the presidential candidate of APC. And I told you that because of the pushback which he got from many Nigerians, including APC supporters in northern Nigeria and even in southwest, who didn't agree with the idea of running a Muslim ticket, and also southwest people who never liked Tinubu's style of politics, where he had a stranglehold of Lagos since 1999, and so several others who didn't like his kind of politics. So they didn't want to vote for him. They didn't want to support him. Many of those people are supporting Peter Obi right now. Many of them are tilting towards Peter Obi. And this didn't go down well with the Tinubu camp. That was why there have been relentless attack against Peter Obi using all the media outlets owned by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, if you see there's a report by Sahara reporters. There's a report by Sahara reporters which showed that concerned about lack of support by the Yorubas, the leader of a separatist Yoruba group known as the Yoruba Nation, his name is Professor Akintoye, was secretly recruited to form a committee to lobby Yoruba leaders to buy into the presidency of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to see the presidency of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a Yoruba presidency matter that they should support. I'll put the link of that Sahara Reporters story because it was an exclusive story by Sahara Reporters in which it narrated how this thing came about, how this Professor Akintoye was recruited to galvanize Yoruba elite to support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidential candidate. And we'll get back to that later, but I'll put a link to it so that you cannot accuse me of making this story up. You will see the link at the bottom by Sahara Reporters so that you can go and read it and verify. Now, because of the dwindling support that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu enjoys from the Southwest because of the politics he's played, and there was no support for him, the governor of Lagos State, who is a protege of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, announced that the Yorubas should see the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidential project as a Yoruba project that all of them ought to support. There's a link to it that I'll also put a link to it as carried by This Day and some other papers. I'll put the link so that we'll go and verify. Okay? Now, as I told you earlier on, this Akintoye, who is a separatist leader, one of the separatist leaders of Yoruba nation agitators, according to Sahara Reporters report, had been recruited and has already set a committee where they are, recruiting, trying to convince the Yoruba elites who are not buying into the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency. Okay? And they are doing their work from the reports in Sahara Reporters, which I started earlier on, which I told you I'll put the link at the bottom of this video. Now, if you look at this, going by the support that Tinubu is getting from the Akintoye, and which there is a verifiable report on it by Sahara Reporters. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his men are using ethnicity to demarcate peterobi in Southwest and in Nigeria in general. They are trying to claim that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed they are trying to demarcate peterobi. They are trying to claim that peterobi supporters are IPOB members from the Southeast, that they are the ones attacking people on Facebook, they are the ones attacking people online, anybody who is against peterobi. While they are the ones that their own principal has been linked by a newspaper, verifiable newspaper, Sahara Reporters, of having links with the Yoruba agitators. Okay? In the case of peterobi, there are several reports. If you go online, you will see videos. I don't know whether some of those videos are flagged. I may not be able to put the link here because they may be flagged by YouTube. So I don't want anything to affect my channel. So I may not put them here. But if I found out that they are not flagged by YouTube regulation, I will put them. There are several videos by the detained leader of IPOB where he was accusing peterobi as one of the governors that were killing their members when he was governor. Even the person that claimed now to be the IPOB leader since Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, Simon Ekpa, if you see any video he released he released on social media, most of them are very insultive of Mr. Peter Obi. They are insulting both Peter Obi and his supporters in the southeast. They are accusing them of sellout. They are accusing them of putting faith in a Nigeria that will never regard them. And they are even insisting that Peter Obi and those Southeast supporters who are supporting Peter Obi will be wasting their time because other Nigerians will never vote for them, will never vote for Peter Obi. But we all know that the Obi movement is a message by Nigerian youth of all tribes seeking for change in their country. There is no evidence whatsoever that IPOB people, because if you look at how IPOB leaders condemn Peter Obi and his supporters, you will know that there is no way IPOB supporters, IPOB members will be supporting Peter Obi, because one Nigeria is not what they want. Unlike Peter Obi, who believes in one Nigeria that works for all Nigerians. So the support that Peter Obi is having in Southeast has absolutely nothing to do with IPOB. But you can see how Tinubu writers like Bayo Nanoga, like Sam Omoseye, if you read Sam Omoseye's controversial obituary, you see how desperate he was struggling to link IPOB to Peter Obi. If you look at the statement by Bayo Nanoga, the statement he released recently, you can see how desperate he was trying to link the people that claimed that the president of Ghana told Tinubu not to contest. Are you getting it? That the people that did it were people linked to IPOB. They were desperately struggling. But how could IPOB support a candidate that their leader is antagonistic to, that their leader accused of killing their members? It doesn't make sense. But to these people, it makes sense. As long as they can use it to obfuscate facts and convince Nigerians that Obi is promoting Biafra and is sympathetic to IPOB. Okay? So you can now see I've been able, I hope, to be able to break these things down to show you that it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu that has brought religion and ethnicity into 2023 presidential election. If you see several statements by leaders of Southeast, let me give you an example. If you look at Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, they have all publicly expressed that their people will not vote for for Peter Obi because they will vote for their candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There is no any record where any governor from Southeast has ever said that people should vote for Peter Obi because Peter Obi movement or the obedient movement is an Igbo project. Never. Please, if there is any like that, you can write it, drop the link on the comment box so that the world can read it with you. Not even the governor of Anambra State, where Peter Obi was governor for 8 years, Professor Soludo, has ever even shown any semblance of support for Peter Obi. But we all know that Peter Obi is having massive support in the Southeast. And as I have shown in another video, Peter Obi has virtually locked down Southeast. There is nothing there for APC and PDP. But they are trying to desperately link Peter Obi to IPOB. No. IPOB, if IPOB is so popular, why is it that Southeast people are struggling to register, to vote in this election? when IPOB itself is against the election. That shows you clearly that there is absolutely no evidence whatsoever and no record to show that Peter Obi has ever asked anybody to vote for him because he's Igbo, or any of the Southeast governors canvassing that people should vote for Peter Obi because it is Igbo project. In fact, the endorsements that Peter Obi has been getting is even from outside Southeast. People like the Afenifere group of the Yorubas. So it's not true that Peter Obi is using religion or ethnicity to have mileage. The only thing you can say is that most marginalized Christians in APC, as a result of the Muslim ticket, are looking up to P2B as a fallback, since they cannot, since Tinubu has no respect for them. Many of them are looking up to P2B to support, to vote for him. It is not P2B's making. He's going to be a beneficiary of the insensitivity of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, insensitivity to the fact that Nigeria is a multi-religious society. It has nothing to do with P2B. He never canvassed for it. There is never anywhere on record where P2B has ever said that anybody should vote for him because he's a Christian or because he's Igbo. He has always said that people should vote for him based on his record, based on his capacity. That has been his stand since this campaign season started.